Okay, so another one that came up from a viewer is funny because it definitely speaks to me right in the current moment. Um, this is something that is near and dear to me. So, again, thanks for lulling Lola's question about these sessions of videos that are coming about. And the viewer is asking, are gender roles a problem in your relationship? And I have to say 100% yes. In a good and a bad way, even though they are a challenge, the point is that it gives us a creative, if you're valuing that relationship, it gives you an opportunity to use your analytical skills to find ways to make sense of that individual and where they're coming from, and be able to build your skill set as a communicator to help make um, your life better on all fronts, not just in a personal relationship. So again, I'm reading quick notes only because I want to make sure I'm capturing what I was thinking. Um, so for myself personally, I'm going to be speaking about my husband currently. The issues that were most present at the beginning of the relationship, and however they have been brought up over many relationships and has caused this feeling of me running someone over, which I have heard more than once, puts me on high alert when I hear that similar statement coming up in my current relationship with my husband. And their fear that they're going to get run over. And it's kind of unsettling because you don't realize that that's even happening overtly. Um, so when I realized, what I realized is that if I suffocated this side of me, this side where I have to be authentic, I have to be myself, and if I am tough and it's making that person feel insecure, I really can't fix that. Because I've tried that before, and then I actually had mental atrophy. I just shut down. If I wasn't myself anymore, as I had to shut it off to cater to someone else, which is us INTJ females simply can't do for long. What was great about was in the beginning of in a relationship when there is space to openly communicate our differences. So in the case of my husband, even though my husband's an ISFP and comes across as the nice guy, if you look into the MBTI types, you notice that there's a lot of common ground with our two types, ISFP and INTJ, including interest in discussing things objectively. Neither of us do very well with overt emotion like histrionics. My example is recent. So my husband and I, we had a conversation where he was frustrated at his job and he was trying to basically unload on me about the details of what had happened. It was a personality clash in the office, and I'd heard quite a bit about this before, as well as I had worked with those people previously, so I understood a background. So my automatic response is to just be logical and be, just do these steps type thing. And he got upset because he's already intimidated about the fact that he feels himself is considered the softer of the two, and he didn't want me to tell him what to do. He would figure it out on his own. All that being said, he actually does figure it out on his own, and his way of managing. If I tried to imply or put my piece of perspective into his management style, he wouldn't be as successful as he is. So with that, we walked away from that conversation and we're just wondering what happened. It was, both of us thought we were both upset at each other. There was no rhyme or reason. And the next day we were having lunch and we had a conversation about it because we were wondering, okay, what went sideways? And it turned out that objective conversation brought up some interesting things that led us to have him go and do his MBTI profile, which he had done before, but we couldn't remember. Anyways, it was the best laugh ever when we looked into the INTJ and ISFP in a relationship because it was bang on. And what happened was we were able to take the emotion out of the situation and realize it's just two personality types. It's not no one's bad or good or sensitive or tough. It's just the way that we communicate. So that was super helpful for me, and it's actually, to this day, I mean, obviously I do these posts, so I very much value MBTI profiling. So anyways, at the end, most people have a really tough time relating in a long-term relationship. So using the MBTI, depending on what you feel is appropriate for your particular situation, definitely can be a source of understanding and appreciation of the other person for exactly who he is or who she is, that you already instinctively and intuitively are feeling, and being able to take some of the heat out of potential issues that come with having any sort of relationship with another person. Hope that helped. If there is any comments, questions, as normal, please put it in the comment section. Thanks.